My name is Ashley Nichols, and this is my persuasive speech. Now, here's my audience. I would like to persuade my classmates to raise support for awareness of ADHD. A child or adult with ADHD is a mental disorder that makes life more difficult than someone without ADHD. Therefore, ADD can affect the life of a person who is diagnosed and the lives of people around them. Back in elementary school, I was diagnosed with ADD and still face challenges as a college student now. 17% people say there is a cure for disorder, while 82% say there isn't. But there is no real cure. You can only take medication or other types of therapy for ADHD. Today we are going to talk about the effects of ADD has on one's life and ways to support those with ADD. So let's start with two main effects of ADD. First, I'll talk about academic effects associated with ADD. According to this journal I read, some diagnosed with this disorder has been shown to have poor grades and reading and math test scores lower than someone without ADD. Someone who is diagnosed with ADD is more likely to be sent to detention than someone without ADD. Also, with the ADD, that may not cause you to graduate high school. Another thing that I have read in the journal states ADD is not a learning disability. However, it can cause difficulties in learning instead. The lack of academic effects can lead to social effects for someone with ADD. Next, I'm going to talk about the social effects for someone diagnosed with ADD. According to Helen Bailey, children with both ADD and ADHD can have difficulties making friends, not only in the classroom, but outside of the classroom. They have difficulties getting along with their peers, but also states that someone with diagnosed with ADD is better to work in smaller groups, like Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts. Having ADD, you are more considered shy. ADD can have its conflicts, but with just a few steps, those conflicts can be prevented. Let's start with two ways to support those with ADD. One way would be to increase awareness. Second would to access more treatment. First, I'll talk about increasing awareness. One way to help is to notify a local library or bookstore and ask them to do a special display like in the front with ADD. They can use books that they already have on the shelf. It draws attention to Awareness Week. Second way, you can become a member of the ADDA. It's the world's trending non-profit organization. ADD has led nationwide awareness activities. In order to be more supportive for ADD than just awareness, we should increase the access to treatment. Knowing how much the cost of generic or name brand medications are to purchase, we should increase a patient-assisted program for those patients who are diagnosed with ADD but can't afford the medication, that this program will help them to be able to afford it. Now, I want to talk about me for a little bit to allow you to see what it's like living with ADD. I was diagnosed with ADD back in elementary. It is difficult living with it. 14 years ago, when we found out that I had ADD, I was made fun of in school for not understanding something as fast as my other peers would or friends. But now, I couldn't afford to take medication every month and buy it, so now I have learned to just cope with it and understand that it's okay for it to take shorter time to understand something than someone without ADD. I hope that what I've told you about how ADD can affect one's life through academic effects or social effects has encouraged you to improve the awareness of ADD and increase treatment access. Now, for you to be able to show your support, if you have a child and you think they have these signs of ADD, please go get them tested. And if you do not have a child, then you are more than welcome to go follow the ADDA nonprofit organization on Facebook to show your support. Thank you. That is my speech. I'll now show you my audience.